Hey everyone, it's Nikki here. I'm going to do a quick little video here for you that shows ewes that are just about ready to lamb. I know I've done a lot of lambing videos, and let's be honest, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more because I do have a lot of new shepherds that are coming to me asking for what kind of signs I'm looking for in these ewes that are just about ready to drop. I've shown off a lot of stuff in my past videos, but this is something I think that I haven't really been able to capture before. So I'm going to swing my video around here and you're going to see 3 ewes that I have in my barn. There we go. So we got 2 over here and one of my friends right there. So last night we really started to get lambing. We had 1 ewe drop at 9 p.m., another lamb drop at 6 a.m. this morning. And these 3 here, I actually brought into the barn last night, just so that if they did drop, I wasn't having to really worry too much about them getting cold outside. We're a lot warmer. I think we're sitting at about -10 right now. And a newborn lamb can actually handle those kind of temperatures as long as they're out of an area where it's windy and as long as they're able to get dried off quite fast. But it made it so that I was able to sleep a little bit better, not have to do as many night checks last night. So what I'm going to be pointing out in these ewes, if you can see, please bear with me as I'm trying to point it out. If you can see how hollowed out, how ganted out these ewes are, that's a really good indication. There we go. If we can see all 3 of them together, I think you'll have a pretty good image. So you're looking for ewes that are getting really ganted out and distinctly changing shape. So I'm not just talking a little bit ganted out before chore time. I'm talking significant changes where they're going to be carrying a lot lower through the belly. That means that the lambs are shifting position inside and getting ready for the birth. Another really good example that I'm seeing in these 3 ewes is how high and cranked up their tail heads are. And again, that's just kind of my lingo for it. What's really happening is the ligaments on either side of the tail, so the spine, are loosening out for the birth. These 3 ewes are all built very, very differently. So you're able to see 3 different stages of it. Their udders are getting very tight. They're looking incredibly uncomfortable. And if I can get in the right position, you'll see how puffy they are through the vulva. Now, if I'm going to be putting bets on anything, I'm going to be saying that this ewe here is going to be the next one to lamb, and then that one, and then the little Dorset right on the other side there. A lot of people ask me how we're able to get our ewes to lamb during either the daytime or at least not lamb between midnight and 6 a.m. And it's actually a very simple concept. We feed right around dusk. So in the wintertime, that is anywhere from between 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening. And by doing that, now there's a lot of science and there's been a lot of studies to support that. I'm not going to dig into that right now. But basically, your ewes are full, they've eaten, you're going to be giving them time to digest. So what we tend to see feeding at that time of day is most of our ewes are either going to lamb between 8 and 11 p.m., usually between 8 and 10, and then somewhere between 6 and 8 a.m. Last year, out of all of the ewes that we lambed out, we only had, I think it was 3 that lambed between midnight and 6 a.m. So the proof is in the pudding there. It works really, really well for us. And definitely eases your mind when it comes to lambing checks during the night. So yeah, I'm just going to zoom in here. My apologies for the poor lighting. All of these videos are done on my phone, so there's only so much I have to work with. But you can see how puffy she is around the vulva, how tight her udder is. Zoom back out again. So hopefully that helps answer a lot of questions. If you have any more questions about what you're seeing here, or really on anything lambing related, please feel free to drop a comment and I will do my best to answer it. And once again, I please ask you to like and subscribe to our channel, as well as share our videos. Now, I'll give you just a little glimpse of the lambs that were born last night and this morning. Have our Border Leicester ewe there, and one of our yearling Dorset ewes right here. Actually, this little girl here was in one of my previous videos at the walk through the flock. On singles, sometimes I'll be having them in their individual lambing jugs, sometimes I won't. These two are really well mothered, and they are both singles, so I'm willing to let them share a pen. Once again, this is Nikki with Sheep Tips from Chic Livestock. Have a great day. So here we are in the barn. Morning after I did my last video. And we've had 3 lambs. I got down here for my first check and they were on the ground, proving that as soon as you think that you're smarter than the animals, they'll go and prove you wrong. So I've got 3 really nice lambs on the ground here. So this ewe here was one of the ones I had talked about, saying that I figured she was going to be second to lamb. Of the ones that were in the barn, she was the first to lamb. And then over here, I actually brought that ewe in last night from the main group because I figured she was looking pretty darn close to lambing. And sure enough, I was right. Definitely have 3 lambs of some very, very different sizes here. Again, just breed of the ewes is Dorset on the left and Southdown on the right. And you know what? They lamb together, and I haven't quite figured out who they belong to exactly. And I'm thinking that this third little guy that's sucking on the Dorset now actually belongs to the Southdown. I just wanted to grab this video while I had the chance. So I'm going to be pulling him. All of them are ewe lambs, which I'm really excited about. When I got down here, all 3 lambs were together and the ewes were mother up to all 3 of them. So I will do my best to get them sorted off into their lambing jugs, but both these ewes are good milkers. If it turns out that the one doesn't want that little guy there that's sucking on the Dorset or trying to, I might put her back over to the Dorset. The downside to that being she is about half the size of that big Dorset lamb. And so if it would be kind of an unfair competition. That Dorset's going to dominate at feeding. So you really want your lambs to be uniform in size.